Hello, good people. Welcome to my channel. My name is SHIYELIA in Korea. Today I'm going to do a video 30 minutes long. I'll be talking about scholarships, but first of all, I want to appreciate all my members who have just joined the Good People memberships. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Really, I was like, wow, 4 people joined my memberships. Like, I felt so happy. So, major shout out to my members and cheers to more members to come. This is just to water. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm SHIYELIA in Korea. I talk about life in Korea as a Black woman or our experiences as Africans in Korea. So yeah, today I changed my settings a little bit. I don't know how my top is looking. Hello, cool gamer. Hello. How are you? How is everything over there? I don't know, my dress is looking funny. It was folded anyway. Hello, cool gamer. Thank you so much for coming. Today I'm doing my live in my kitchen. I hope it won't be noisy. Like sometimes it can be a little bit noisy, and now it's hot. Like the other day I was doing live stream. Oh my god, I couldn't breathe. Like the other time I was doing the last video, I couldn't breathe because of the too much humidity. So today is much better. So major shout out to my members. Major shout out to my members. I will tag them in the description. Thank you so much. And among my members, I have 3 members from the His Word family. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then the other member is the Big King family. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, all my members. Really major shout out to you. Hi, Zimba Spirited. Hi. So yeah, since my time is short, like maybe less than 30 minutes, it's so hot. Like this light for recording is even making it worse. If I put aircon, I guess I will just put it on after the live. Hi, Sister Matilda. How are you? I'm good. So if you know anyone who wants to come to study in Korea, please let them know that I am posting about scholarships in Korea. Please apply. And studying in Korea is something that is like that you will definitely benefit, especially if you do research, because the researches are real researches. They are not like the just general researches. They are real researches where you work on real projects which are implemented by the government, implemented by institutions, companies. So studying under such environment makes you feel like, oh, at least whatever my input to the academic world is making solutions to the world. So please, if you know anyone who wants to study in Korea, particularly engineering, medicine, management, politics, any major, just encourage them to check out Korean university scholarships. So for the sake of being more comprehensive, I think I have to show you the places where I've mentioned previously about scholarships. So I've posted a lot of posts in my community tab. So please, people, if you don't check community tab for content creators, better start checking mine, because I have lots of information for you for scholarships. And in the long run, I may not be able to do much information about scholarships. I'm going to show you what I want to share with you about scholarships, but I can actually post in my community tab for you to apply when it's application period. Like now, I just feel like sharing, right? I feel like sharing the scholarships and everything. Let me zoom in so that you can see my community tab. So you see, I posted about the University of Seoul scholarships. I also benefited from the University of Seoul scholarship, and I managed to do my research-based kind of studies where I was sponsored by my research. So, but that research-based scholarship is not listed here. On the website, they just mentioned student exchange programs and global Korea scholarship. You know, the global Korea scholarship is the government scholarship which is open for many countries. Yeah. So if you don't check creators community posts, please start checking mine, because that's where I'll put all posts about scholarships in future. And yeah, as you can see, this is our campus. Like, yeah, it's really beautiful. I put some pictures. So I put even with links and some disclaimers. All the information. Let me show my face as I'm talking about the disclaimers, because people sometimes they don't understand if people give disclaimers. All information is shared for culture exchange purposes only. I share information for culture exchange and motivation purpose only. I'm not an agent or working for anyone. No. I'm just sharing for culture exchange purpose. If you get it right like that way, then it will make me safer, because some people will end up saying, oh, she's working for this place, so she knows much more about that. No. I'm just sharing for culture exchange purpose. So yeah, so if you have any questions, please contact the university officials. They know everything about these scholarships. So on every post, I'm putting a link that you can click, like this one, and then go to the university site. And I also put another disclaimer to say, Korean scholarships, you don't need an agent to assist you to apply. You don't need them. If you use an agent, just know you're just blowing your money into thin air, because you can actually apply for yourself and get the scholarship for yourself without anyone helping you. So if you're someone who is like into spending their resources giving agencies, you will lose your resources for nothing. Because Korean scholarships, if you simply apply and show your diligence, you can get the scholarship. That's it. They are straightforward like that. So I encourage you all to check my previous scholarship posts. I also posted the other one here, the SRD Dongguk University scholarship. Yeah, and then I also posted the SRD Dongguk University. It's Dongguk University, but the scholarship type is called Study and Research Dongguk Development, I guess. SRD Study and Research at Dongguk University. Yeah, that's how. But mostly people always say SRD Dongguk University as if it's university name. No, it's the name of the program. So you can check it. It's one of the best. It has tuition waiver, research-based living allowances. I've talked a lot about this. Hello, Mr. Lagari. Hi, Sister Elizabeth. How are you, everyone? Good evening. Good morning, everyone. I know the time difference is crazy. In Korea, it's 10:09 p.m. So I was like, let me just go live, because I didn't prepare a video to upload today. So I was like, let me just go live. So that's why I'm live. How is everyone? And I'm on a new spot in my kitchen. New recording spot. because now it's raining and the walls don't look so good because of humidity. I don't know, this Korean land is something else. So I was like, let me just sit in my kitchen, it's much better. And also, currently there's another scholarship which is open. You may check my community tab. If you know someone who wants to study in Korea, advise them to keep checking my community tab, because sometimes I'll end up doing the vlogging video, culture exchange videos, and never talk about scholarship. And it won't mean there are no scholarships. Scholarships will be there, and there will be maybe even ongoing, but I don't have time to do the videos to say apply. But in my community tab, I can post the scholarships. So yeah, I encourage you all to always check my community tab. So the other scholarship which is going on is that one you are seeing there, the POSTECH scholarship. That scholarship is really good. Like, it's almost as good as fully funded scholarship, because the benefits are just as the same as the fully funded, except that maybe you need to just buy the ticket for a flight to and from Korea. Yeah, only that, and the rest of the allowances you get them when you come here. So this one is currently open, the POSTECH scholarship, and then it will close 27 September. So if you miss this one, then you wait for it next year. And then I already said this month it will be scholarships only, or anything related to our community in Korea. So another one thing you need to know about processing Korean scholarships or Korean visas is the application process is just between you and the scholarship institution or the embassy. There are no agents involved, so it means you save money. You will simply apply without spending lots of money. So yeah, that's how good it is. So all the application fee or anything is paid direct to the university. So I think that's all about the community tab. So I encourage you all to keep checking the community tab so that you get all the information you want to get. Yeah. So good people, another thing before I go into other stories of shout out and other, I don't think I'll stay longer today. Maybe my video will be 20 minutes. I don't know, I just feel like finish the video and rest. And then the other thing, I mentioned 2-3 institutions, 3 to 4 institutions so far, but other institutions, like if you type any popular Korean university or any university, you will find out that some universities are currently even enrolling for spring semester next year, 2023. So starting from now, August, if you're someone who wants to study in Korea, start checking now, like August, September, October, November. Actually, August, by end of August, many flyers are going out for scholarships for spring semester. So it's the time you have to be very busy looking for the information, preparing your resumes, and preparing your, what are they called? Sometimes they even ask for, sometimes they may say, give us your CV. I know it's scholarship, but if you want to look for supervisor, sometimes you end up writing in form of a CV to show what you have worked on, or to show your experiences whatsoever. So start now. If you know anyone who wants to study in Korea, let them know that they should start applying now. They should start preparing their documents now, because time really flies. I always see people who fail to submit the documents because of the application period when you're applying for a scholarship or admission in Korea, make sure you submit, if possible, 2 weeks earlier, so that if you send even 3 weeks, because now because of COVID, even a month earlier is much even safer, so that by the time your documents come with DHL, even if there's some hassles along the way of delays, it will arrive before the due date. I think they also have the online kind of submission. I highly recommend you to do the online submission, because COVID really can mess up with everything. If your letters are stuck somewhere because of something, then it means your application will be late. So better try to do anything possible online. If there's a way of submitting something online, do that first. Submit everything online, and make sure the documents that you are going to send, you're sending a month earlier because of the COVID stuff. So yeah, that's all the advice I can give to people who want to study in Korea. So yeah, so I will repeat again. If you see Korean scholarships, or if you want to see Korean scholarships, just go to any website, at any university website, and make sure that you just go to admissions, international students, scholarships. And when you go there, make sure you see, is the scholarship covering tuition for the whole time of your study, or it's per semester, depending on your grades. Make sure you check if there's dormitory or no dormitory. Make sure you check if there's extra allowance or no allowance. And make sure you just are aware of everything that happens at that university. Like, do you know anyone studying there as a foreigner, or have you checked their social media network to see if there's a large number of foreign students or not? The institutions I've talked about before, like I've mentioned 3 or 4 institutions, definitely there are many foreigners. So if you go to study to a university like that, you're just like going to study at a university similar to your hometown, because you can meet and talk with people from other countries, and it's more like you have other people who have experience to tell you, oh, at this school, if you want to pass, you do like this. As a foreigner to foreigner kind of relations, where some people can let you see that, oh, this professor, you have to be careful, study hard. And if you go to a university where there are no foreigners, then you know you're the guinea pig, and anything can happen. You can lose the scholarship somehow. So just be careful also when selecting university. Scrutinize and see, is this place good for me? Are the people, I'm not saying there are bad universities all over the countries. No. Any country you go, the reputation, you can, if you want to know about the reputation of the staff or anyone, you hear it from other students who are also at the same institution. So do your research well. Like, just find out, curiosity sake, find out if they have social media networks, the students kind of relations, how are they looking like. I can testify my first university was really very good at getting foreign students. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. We could get parties over and over every semester. The international relations at the university was so top-notch that I forgot that I was in Korea. I thought I was in Zimbabwe, because we could always mingle among ourselves as foreign students. That really matters, because it will affect your mental health. Imagine going to a school where they don't do any meetings for foreign students. You are the only student who is around, and when you are stressed, who do you cry to? Like, how do you even relieve your stress as a student? I think, yeah, I will have to prepare a video about students' well-being, like what to do and what not to do if you come to Korea, because this month we are preparing for people to come to Korea and study. So it's something that is coming to my mind now, that I have to really talk about students' well-being, because it's something that is coming to my mind now. I know when I first came to Korea, I was not in my best position in terms of feelings, because I was full of anxiety. If I fail Korean, then what? If I fail Korean, then what? But because of the international community around me, I was not crying too much. I know I used to cry some days, but I was not really crying. And then when I moved to Seoul, I think I was the only African student. No, we were 2 African students at my university that time. And life was hard. If I wanted to see other African students, I would actually meet them through churches or other programs, not at my school. So imagine what I went through. Like, I mean, in my major or just around me, people who were studying similar courses with me. It was later on, as time goes on, Indian students came and other departments also, and another program of scholarships which opened up, and more African students came. So I was like, oh, at least I have some people to talk to. But if not, the first year I was really like a lone ranger. Social wise, nothing, no meetings for international students. They could do for exchange students, but for me, someone like me in graduate school, I didn't know anyone. Like, I just knew there were some other students from Europe, but there was nothing. So I hope if you watch this video, you understand. If you're a student or planning to study, you understand what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I thought I was going to stop my video at 20 minutes in all, but let me stop it at 25 right now, because all I've said now is what I wanted to say. If I have more information, I have to record videos and give you feedback. So good people, thank you so much for checking me out. A major shout out to Cool Gamer, major shout out to Zimbo Spirited, how are you? And major shout out to Sister Matinda Thing, major shout out to Mr. Lagari, major shout out to Sister Elizabeth, and major shout out to Sister Brenda Space. Hi everyone, and thank you so much for checking me out. And then in closing, I just want to say major shout out to my members once more again, and I hope you enjoy my content. As members who really subscribe to my channel, please feel free to ask any other topics you want me to talk about, besides shouting out to members or mentioning them in my description or whatsoever. What else do you want to know? Even to all my viewers, my good people, everyone who watches my channel, if you have other topics that you want me to talk about, please let me know. I will be so glad to prepare for those topics. So thank you so much, Sister Brenda Space. Thank you. I have to let my video go. My leg is like, I'm feeling cramp on my leg. But I think I like this position because I'm sitting on a high place, unlike my bed when I'm sitting on the floor. So maybe next time again, I'll try and film at the same position right now. So I just want to check my chat, like current chat now. Oh, by the way, I also have super chats. If anyone wants to super chat, I hope no one super chatted me and I didn't see. I'm trying to check now. Oh, okay, it's good. I thought someone super chatted and I don't know. So the super chat, I didn't open it up. Okay. The super chat is this $sign that you see on a video in the comment section. Yeah, the one. See, I'm even trying to show you this one, the $sign. That's where you can actually support a channel. And if you do a super chat, I can actually see it. I don't know if I'm in StreamYard mode, if I can see it or not. but with time, definitely, I will notice that there's a super chat. So thank you so much, good people. Check you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.